Hi Virgo, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your weekly tarot reading for the week of June 20th to the 26th, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. That was very awkward. I do want to remind you, as always, this is general for the week, so just take what resonates. But as well, I do want to remind you to like, comment, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I heard that's okay with me. Anna was just drawn to say crystals need to come into play for your week, or just might. But I also want to say that music and dancing is going to come into play. They were giving me a really weird song about with the lines "You can really dance." On that note, the song that Spirit chose to speak upon your week on shuffle, you got "Higher Power" by Coldplay. Higher Power. You were tapping into just that, is what I'm getting. The messages are rolling on in. Don't forget to stick with me to the very end of the reading to get an answer to your own yes or no question. So think of it along the way. Let's do some shuffling. We're going to pull from the Sacred Light Oracle deck for Virgo. Now I'm hearing on point. Sphere of light, healing hands, empathic qualities, animal wisdom, a connection to the universe, to animals, to Mother Nature throughout the week. I feel like being drawn to this horse, freedom is on the mind, okay, or lack thereof which. But healing hands, okay, a release from the past, a release from the restrictions and even the wounds, aka healing taking place. I feel like you could definitely, being drawn to this reading, have healing hands, or just a skill set or a handful of skill sets that helps others heal. And all the meanwhile, you heal through it. So you could be a spiritual worker in one way, shape, or form. The spiritual meaning of a bear coming into play as well. I keep getting drawn to every animal in this reading, or in this card. Empathic qualities. I guarantee you're an empath being drawn to this reading. You know, if not, energy does affect you in one way, shape, or form. All right. Acceptance and personal commitments, taking an underlining focus as well. Divine creation. I feel like you are thinking about your creations and divine timing, divine placement, stuff of that nature. But I feel like there's wisdom that you have that's getting put to use throughout the week. Very interesting beginning. Let's pull from the Mermaid Tarot deck. I just struggled, and I feel like that was a laughing kind of moment. The ability to laugh at oneself and others. But I do feel like this is beautiful energy at the split deck, the Sun card and the Six of Pentacles. You are ranting throughout the week. You're gaining levels of abundance. You could be reminded that an ending from the past, it has led you to a true level of abundance and more to come. Now, I didn't mention, and I'm not mentioning it now because of this card coming out. When I first literally started, I pressed record right before, horribly put, the sun came out. Much brighter than all the fire signs that I just did for this weekly set. All right. I just feel like it's going to be a sunny week for you. And I just feel like the sun is shining down upon you because you've been through a lot, because you deserve the best. Okay. I feel like you're also being drawn to remember that you are, or to recognize in general, you're a wise old soul. Okay. You could be thinking about people older than you, or just people with more wisdom than you. Being drawn to a receipt. You are shopping throughout the week. Okay. Shopping. Or necessary purchases coming into play. For those who decide to go or have to go grocery shopping, there's something you realize about your individual path, your transformation when it comes to that. I was making intense eye contact with the front of the Oracle box. Wow. Eye contact is going to be locked in at certain points. Okay. All right, we have 4 already. They feel quite relevant. Are you thinking about an ending? Again, an ending from the past potentially, as well as an ending upcoming. With the Ace of Pentacles, thinking about a new financial fresh start. It could be a financial investment, like a living situation. It could be a job. It could be completely separate. But I do feel like something needs to come to an end in the future, and you're manifesting it all the meanwhile. You are a ray of light. Okay, I just feel the need to say that. You're a ray of light. and any situations that could weigh you down moving forward or hinder the level of success you're meant to accomplish, it's got to come to an end. And you sense that even if you don't fully want to admit it or come to terms with it at certain points, okay? Again, acceptance, okay? If you can see that. Acceptance. We're pushing you towards it because you deserve the best once again. And it's one of those moments where you almost don't realize fully until you change things, not for all, that you deserve this change because the future of where you're at now isn't all it's cracked up to be. But we have the Page of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, and I feel like you're learning more about your future, but you could also be learning more about your past. There's a bouncing back of a give and take throughout the week, learning more about other people as you teach them a little bit about yourself and potentially them as well. Does that make sense? Okay, you're a future teller. Some having a predictive nature being drawn to this reading, but I really feel like your spiritual connection is very, very heightened, very strong throughout the week. Thinking about your money on your mind, presenting your work and it being successful. I'm being drawn to these right here. Again, stones and crystals coming into play. Jewelry, the finer things in life also being on one's mind or browsed and potentially purchased. All right? Your personal soul reflection taking a focus. Okay? How have you changed? Being pushed to reflect a little bit throughout the week, but not overthink, as I do feel like people love you. Okay? We have the Two of Wands and the Strength card. Just had to take a pause, and with the Two of Wands and the Strength card coming out, I feel like it's a week where you're pushed to think about what you lack and therefore needing to dig for that inner strength to make the best until the best, all right, as the sun comes back out. I do feel like you also need to dig for the inner strength when it comes to someone who makes you feel like you're going to erupt at certain points. But I do feel like for the most part, there's a level of happiness throughout the week. And you're going to feel this inclination, this push from spirit to move slowly. Trust it. As I feel like you do have a lot going on, even if that's more just representing what's taking place within one's mind. All right, let's pull a couple more. Yeah, again, I feel like energy is going to affect you throughout the week. We have the Hermit coming out, which is your energy. All right, you're going to be feeling an inclination, to rewind or just, okay, interesting, take that how you wish, but to step back into your own energy and separate yourself from those who put you on edge or are a little bit anxious in one way, shape, or form. You could be thinking about prepping for a passionate fresh start, as the beginning of these 8 cards is the Tower card, and then we have the Page of Wands talking about how you inevitably know there's an ending and a new beginning passionately on the horizon for oneself. And there's a level of healing or just preparation, potentially even, investing, but research, I want to say, that takes place within your hermit mode as you're being prepped to guide the way for oneself, side by side with spirit towards a new beginning, okay? It's going to work out is what I'm getting. With the Knight of Swords, I just feel like you almost think you need to charge forth in a very defensive way or a very guarded way in order to make it successful, and that's not the case, okay? As I do feel like there's going to be points of the week where you're not in the mood, okay? And it's a reminder of why things need to be switched up moving forward. Do watch what you consume as far as alcohol, drugs, stuff of that nature. What you eat, it affects your mood, it affects your glow, it affects your way of being. As with the Hierophant, naturally, as I was pushed to drop it, you are naturally being pushed to think about change, okay? As I do feel like people around you, what you're wrapped up in now, could even be going through a transition, a change. And all the meanwhile, you're just putting in that hard work, that effort. And it's a week where you need to have an immense amount of patience and balance oneself out all the meanwhile. Again, making the best until the best. All right? So let's answer your question. For Virgo. Alrighty, you're getting an answer of yes. You got a yes. So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go have yourself an amazing week, and I'll definitely see you next time. Bye, Virgo.